Morning, ladies, gents. Yeah, it is morning, technically. So, you might notice, right, that this video is already a good bit different than the other ones we do, typically over here on the literally Golden Channel. Well, that's for a very simple reason, is, just would not work for me today. It's very late, but I promise content regularly, and you will get content regularly. So we will do as such. But yeah, today we are going to make, work on some sprite sheets for Cassandra Cain from the Batgirl run. Fantastic run. Honest to God, I would recommend it for anyone to read. It is such a good look into her character, and it is just a fantastic run to read overall, even if you're not like inherently like a Batgirl fan, because she differs a lot from a lot of the other protagonists or Robins that are around. She is already successful in what she does. There's no doubt about it. Batman consistently says she will be my successor. She is built up in this huge way for a ton of her run, and with good reason. Hold up, what's my button? Guys, tell me my button. E. Thank you. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah. She's built up as like this oppressive force. She cannot be stopped for her entire run. And so it kind of sucks when, she's stopped. That's not what you're here for, though. You're not here for, like, Cassandra Cain talk and, like, figure out what's going on with that stuff. You're here for me. Because, as I've said 1,000 times, we're developing that oh my God, words are losing me. That relationship where you think I'm your friend. It's very important for a YouTuber. That's how you get to the ability to group kids. Which, let's talk about that, right? A lot of people are like, man, why can these YouTubers just not stop touching kids? It's not an unreasonable question. A lot of them don't seem like pedophiles from the beginning. And honest to God, they probably weren't. But what happens, and I can take, how close is this? Too close. I could take, a pretty solid guess at this. And what happens is, it's a power dynamic. Has you people ever heard of like those ideas of like, I know this is a little highbrow, but like raping for the power kind of idea. And I know that's bad to talk about stuff, and you guys shouldn't hear that, but it's people in this world who believe that that is a significant way to get power. And I think that's what it is you feel so invincible that you honest to God think nothing can take you down. I can do anything. And so you do anything. And anything includes, diddling kids. Which sucks, You don't want to see your favorite YouTuber go that way. But that's what happens. You get big and famous because no one expects it. You start YouTube of like, back when you're 16, of like, hey, I want to see, what happens here. Whatever happens. Maybe I get famous, or worst case scenario, I had a lot of fun with my friends. But then you do. Something just clicks. YouTube algorithm, Susan Wojcicki, gives you a nice little handy in the algorithm. And life's going good. And then people start texting you. People legitimately go like, hey, I love you. And not in a like, I love your content, I love the way you talk to your friends. I love you. And they're young. Because that's what the only way to develop this kind of things is like if people are young. But they do develop them. And then you're like, well, I like being in extreme power. Because, narcissism and also just people, men especially, like being in positions of power. Feels a little nice and niche in like the body. What happens? Goes too far, someone finds out, and it's like, oh, you're a kitty diddler. Mini lad happens with a lot of them. I know people joke about him the most, but yeah. Man, I'm going for him. I mean, you guys probably remember, maybe. He had that, like, camp going, like the gaming camp. I remember that shit. I kind of wanted to go to that. That's where he would have gotten me. That's a good mask start. I don't know how many of these will get done in the time that I did not set. Because I'm a professional YouTuber. We're going to set that for 20 minutes. Get back to this. But yeah, stuff like that happens. And it gets away from you. And that's awful to hear. But it's whatever. At a point, you can't change it. You know. People ask, like, you know, what happened? Where did he go wrong? Nothing really went wrong. It's just, man, these are some awful spreadsheets. Yeah, let's get off that topic. That's not as much fun. YouTube in general is honestly kind of a bad platform. If you've been around long enough, you remember the days of when, like, the oh man, what's a good way to explain it? When the COPPA stuff was first coming out, that was a big change. A lot of people hated that. Having to force yourself to set your material as made for kids screwed a lot of people over. You know, not more in the way of like, oh, now they got finally admit to it, but it's like, 'cause content wasn't made that way. If you are under the age of, like, we'll go 15 range, content was not made for you for the longest time. You were not the target audience. You know. But now, you got whole channels dedicated to just kid stuff. You know? I make money off of selling to kids. That's crazy. That's disgusting and crazy to think about. I wouldn't do it. You know, I'll joke to that moon and back about, like, hey, let's start a parasocial relationship. Or like, hey, you know, kids, what's going on? My fellow, you know, Gen Alphas. I don't care. I got too much shit going on to be, you know, involved with one of you. But yeah, it's a terrible thing to watch happen. And I wish only the best. Is this the same color? No. Yeah. I keep going back to it. I guess it just shows. Yeah. It happens. A lot of conversations. People get their minds stuck. Now, I've been talked about it before that this is just like how everybody drunk talks. It's true. Yeah. You know, drunk thoughts are, what is it? Like, sober thoughts are drunk words, which is wrong. You know, if you truly speak every single thing that comes to your head when you're drunk, it was on the edge of your lips when you were sober anyways. You know, there are definitely things I will still never say, even at my most inebriated. You know, my body just knows, hey, you know, cut that out. I don't want to hear that kind of idea. And that's okay. You do not have to be honest. That's a poor talking point here, right? Too many people focus on extreme honesty. You know, I gotta tell my friends, I've gotta tell these people every single little facet. Because, you know, they gotta know. You know, you like you look in the YouTube comment section, people are like, oh my god, like this, that, and the other thing happened to me. I'm like, that's great. Why are you telling me? Never an explanation. Just, hey, I thought you should know. It's crazy. Like, what is it? Like, people made jokes about it, even like PewDiePie's comment section. My name is Arthur Hardfelt White. I live at this and this dress. Because it happens, and that's crazy. That people just give up their entire lives because they have no idea of better. You know? Yeah. Protect your social identification, kids. Or at the very least, be a lot more careful in the sex you travel around. Because holy shit, are there a lot of people who just prey on the fucking easy-mindedness of children and people younger. Not even like in a sexual way a lot of the time. Just like being stupid. I knew a guy. He was a YouTuber, and this other guy just didn't feel like he was getting the attention he wanted from this YouTuber. And so he spent years, literal years of his life crafting a persona that this YouTuber would like. And once he finally crafted, got to the deepest sex, destroyed everything. And my biggest thing, I wasn't even mad. You know, I was a little upset, but my biggest thing was like, wow, years of your life down the fucking drain just because this guy didn't talk to you? Are you serious? Like, don't do that. Holy shit. Just, it's that invasive, and people are willing to do that. That's the big message of this talk right here, is you do not understand the lengths some people are going to go through just to be the worst people you have ever met. Oh, yeah, that's a good color. I wonder, can I color pick her? No. Yeah. Some people will just spend their entire lives just to be absolutely hell to you. And I don't get it. I don't get how. It's the same thing with like trolling or like going after lolcows. Also, that looks not bad. It's like, how can you enjoy that at a point? It's just so much of your life just wasted, burned away at the stake. But I'm not them, so I don't know. Yeah, we've talked about this concept before of understanding other people and the actions and words that they describe. But other people are a mystery. Things you will never understand. And that's okay. You're not supposed to. Other people are not you. I have no idea if I'm still recording. I am. Alright, just make sure. Checking in with y'all. But yeah, other people are not you. They'll never understand you. You'll never understand them. Not fully, at least. You'll never understand the Oh. I can't do that one, sadly, even though it's cute. I like this one. We'll put a nice shock expression on the eyes. But yeah. Son of a bitch. But yeah. You won't understand people fully. Never. They could tell you their entire life story, but you can't get inside their head. You know, you remember the movie Inside Out. I think that was the movie. And they're like, what is going on inside their head? And it's like, oh, here's all the emotions and stuff. And somehow they're adding more. I'm not going to touch that. But the point of the movie was the fact you will never truly understand a person when and what they're yapping about. You know, people are enigmas to each other. You know, Hedgehog's Paradox and Evangelion, angels, I don't know. Gay lovers. But anyways, you can't understand people because each of our heads are so intrinsically wired to its own self. You can't understand because it's such a unique experience to be you. You know, I've talked about like your dad. You don't know what's going on. You know, I can guarantee that any person who has a child somewhere deep down, no matter how much they repress it, no matter which trauma they've gone through, probably does love you somewhere. You know, might never show, honest to God. And I'm not asking you to like put yourself in dangerous situations to like find that love down there, but they probably do, because that's just a natural instinct. You see a child, a thing you have created, you know you've created it. Your body will want to protect it. That is how that works. I did the eyes in black, okay? Yeah. Yeah. You'll just naturally be like, man, this is a pretty cool thing I made. I should probably like protect it with my life. And then you will. Yeah. Have kids, y'all. It is probably the best thing you can ever do for yourself. Yeah, well, besides like, I don't know, finishing school or something. But yeah, kids develop you as a person. You know, you think to yourself, man, I could never do this, I could never have kids. A lot of people do. You know, I can't tell you how many people are like, I could never have kids, I could never do this or that, I could never be a parent. And I will say this, you know, some people go online and say, no, you know, some people are never fit to be a parent. And they've got some validity to their claims, sure. However, I think everyone can learn to be a parent. I think that's something we can say here. It's pretty general. I want to see if I can copy this. does not look like it. Anyways. That really sucks. But whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I will say everybody can learn to be a parent. Yeah. And that's okay. Because you don't start off perfect at anything. No one does. Life is about learning. You know, why do we go to college? You know, get more knowledge, not have to go to Venus and see a lot of penis. These are very valid points. Oh no, it got rid of my whole thing. I just put it on the wrong slide. Never mind. Here, y'all can have this. The other one's definitely too low then, but whatever. Anyways. Anyone can learn to be a parent. Take the time, you know, read those little booklets. Take the time to get involved with the child, and you will see that people can garner it. You can become a parent. You can become the best person you can possibly be. Why did that not save as I wanted it to? Yeah. Because parenthood's the most fulfilling thing you will ever do with your life. You could become a doctor. You could cure cancer. I will still say there is nothing more fulfilling you could do with your life to become a parent. Because that's just how big it is. You know, you are bringing life into this world. Gotta remember this face has got like a what kind of expression. Yeah. What was I talking about? Something about parenthood. Anyways, I watched Alvin and the Chipmunks. That was a good movie. Watch it if you've got like extreme boredom or extreme drunkenness. Yeah. What's going on? I don't know. There's a lot of issues with modern day media. Y'all ever seen the discourse about like what is it, Helldivers, and like it's like, oh, people that don't understand media literacy, they're missing the point in Helldivers. And I'm like, no, they're not. Oh, I've got this. For every person you think's really missing it, there's another 10 people just fucking trolling you. Because nobody's missing that shit. It's so fucking obvious. And if you honest to God think someone is like, how could you miss it? It's so obvious. They're not. They're honest to God not. They're fucking with you. And it's really funny that you don't get it. God damn it. Yeah. That's the big hot take of the day. Is if you think someone's not getting the point of Helldivers, you might just be unable to see sarcasm or any kind of media stuff like that. Because it is so blatantly obvious that people are just fucking with you. You know, and I've got a bit of the fucking, you know, tis stupid, I don't know. But even I see it. Someone's just being intentionally dense. Because why not? Why wouldn't you be intentionally dense? It's really funny. Just to watch someone squirm. Like, how do you not get it? It's like, I don't know, man. Just doesn't make sense. I don't think it's real. You're stupid. Yeah. That's so fun in life. Put that. I don't know if this is the last lesson. It's my last lesson of the fucking night, no matter what. I'm fucking tired. Have fun. And anything you do, find some joy. If that's, you know, the manly side of like doing little bits, or hell, women, have your treats. Honestly, I mean, eat some real food, because like that'll stop like 90% of your health problems. But have a little treat now and then. Sure, it's gonna stop you. You know, your bank account, not yet. It's just a little treat. It doesn't cost any money. Kinda, I don't know. That might be why we're declining as people, but that's another bag of worms. Debt really gets us. Yeah, have fun. You know, like, say you're, like, doing some, like, bath shit. And you're like, man, this sucks. Just listen to, like, the same song on repeat. And then laugh at the absurdity of you doing such an action. But, man, I cannot believe I just listened to what is the song? My Little Reason Why by Steven Universe for the last 6 hours doing my homework. That is your bit for that day. Man, that was so stupid the time I did that. Can anyone else believe that? I'm like, yeah, literally, Golden, I can believe that. Thanks, guys. Thanks, voices in my head. I knew I could believe you to count on me to do the bit. Bits are what make life fun. Do as many bits as you have to keep life fun. Because if you don't, it's just boring. Boring drivel. A life of hatred and just pain awaits you. Find joy. Find joy in anything you do. I don't care what it is. You could be murdering people. You can find some joy in that. I think anyone could. Anyone think murder sounds kind of fun? Like, you know, it's bad, right? Like, let's agree on this point. But I think you can, like, have some good fun with it. You know, maybe do little gimmicks. It's like, hey, I only kill so-and-so's on Wednesdays. These people, like, you know, not get caught. That's like your goal. It's like, hey, you know, I'm gonna do all this crazy bullshit, and I'm still not gonna get caught. And, you know, the other killer's out in the street could be like, man, he's him. Or she's her. Actually, we don't know. It could be anyone behind that, you know, impeccable mask. Those ciphers that have split the world. What could they mean? How did he do it? How did Ted Cruz make those ciphers? Because those shits are crazy. If you guys ever looked at them, I don't know how that makes sense. Oh, the police even got close. And then he died. It's just fucking silly. The Zodiac Killer just died. Yep. Nope. I succeeded. I murdered a bunch of people. And I got away with it. Oh. Okay. Yep. Is that the ultimate goal for a serial killer? It's just, hey, I got away with it. What are you doing with your life? Not getting away with it? Alright, that's pretty much time for me then. These are some cute little sprites. Yeah, we got, like, mildly like, man, what the fuck? And then, man, what the fuck? It's just cute. Go read Cassandra Cain's Batgirl run. It's outstanding. Besides, yeah, that's the big moral of the day. Just go read Batgirl. I don't care what else you do. Alright, see y'all. Enjoy the filler episode.